have sung like honey.
Anyway, we're gonna park up to Animal Kingdom and we will see you guys there. Bye.
Later, guys.
He said later. I told you it's much cooler here because all the
I
foliage.
love it. The water.
And the running water.
Yeah. I just realized that I turned from a theme park person to an old person. They had to drain it.
Pig deer.
Huh?
Babrusa, or a pig deer. An Asian pig, searches in my forest. Cool. Or for leaves, roots, and
It's probably burrowed right now underneath us. That's why they had
how
this.
large is it?
Burrow underneath us? Look over there.
Oh, okay. I'm just poking around.
Trying to be a stick
I don't believe it.
so it doesn't get picked up by a bird.
Well, rhinoceros, iguana, duck.
I love
They're like ducky creature bird things. But there is a duck. There are multiple ducks. They're all tagged. Sending that to your mom. I'm sending that video that I sent to your mother.
Don't tell on me.
I'm not. I'm just telling.
on me.
I'm not. I'm telling her that she's a big toddler.
I know.
Okay. Cheers.
We gotta go. Here, they're probably going to mention us. Badooch.
Shut up.
Ah, there it is. That's so cool.
He's rubbing his head. So cute.
You want one? We can't have one of them. You see it? Where are you going to put them? In the swimming pool? You see them?
That's too cute.
There's one up there in the fire, one up there in the tree. See him? He's playing in the tree.
Oh, man. I didn't even realize they could climb. Which tree? When it rains for a week straight. Because that's when it's deep enough. So if you land flat.
Now, I do need to remind everyone, including children, to please remain seated at all times during our safari. Small children are more than welcome to sit in your lap. They can usually see better from up there. Just make sure everybody stays on their bottoms at all times. Absolutely no standing allowed during our safari. Also, make sure to keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle. For the health and well-being of the animals in the reserve, there is no eating on safari. Beverages are okay. Just make sure all food items are hidden away at this time. If you're taking photo or videos and you can change the setting on your camera, you might want to put your camera on an action or sports setting. The roads in the reserve do tend to get a little bumpy. That action or sports setting should help keep your photos from coming out blurry. And hold on tight to cameras and cell phones. I cannot stop for anything that falls out of the vehicle. Over to the right, next to the tree across the water, you're going to see a large dark brown animal with white stripes on her legs. That animal is called an okapi. A lot of people think they're related to zebras because of the stripes, but they're not. Okapi are the forest cousin of the giraffe. You see if I can get you a better view when I make this turn. There's a better view. on the hillside to the right, I've got some tan antelope called greater kudu. Greater kudu are Africa's second tallest antelope. Now the kudu I'm seeing are girls. The boys get bigger. The boys also grow beautiful spiral-shaped horns. Also to the right, but further back on that hill, you're going to see reddish-brown colored antelope, white stripes called bongo. Bongo have been nicknamed the ghost of the forest. They're known for being shy and rarely seen. With bongo, both the boys and the girls grow horns. We're going to make our way over to the Safi River next. There we'll be on the lookout for hippos and crocodiles.
Yeah,
It is.
I do.
Hippos can be a bit tricky to see during the daytime, and that's because they spend much of that time in the water sleeping. This does make hippos nocturnal. They tend to be their most active during the night. To the right, you're going to see pink-backed pelicans.
Wow.
Now, the girl pelicans choose their boyfriend based on who brings them the nicest looking stick. That stick will go on to become the foundation of the pelican's nest. So instead of a ring, she gets a house. The blackbirds that you're seeing are local birds called black vultures. African vultures would be 3 to 4 times their size, and that's because African vultures have a lot more to clean up after. That's basically the job of the vultures. They're the cleanup crew of the animal world. Hippo to our left.
Wow.
There's another one on the back side of the island. We'll catch up with her in a moment. Not the best swimmers, but hippos can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time. Most of the time when you see hippos moving in the water, here she comes, they're just walking on the bottom of the river. They are pretty mobile on land though. A hippo can run at about 20 miles an hour and turn on a dime. Zigzag running does not work with a hippo. They will zigzag with you.
Why they're the most dangerous creature in Africa?
That is exactly why they're the most dangerous animal in Africa. More hippos back by the waterfalls. And also coming up on our left, you're going to see Nile crocodile. Nile crocodile can grow up to 20 feet in length, weigh almost 1,000 pounds, and get the Nile part of their, please sit down, please sit down. Yep, I can see you. Get the Nile part of their name because they were discovered in the Nile River, but you will find them in just about any body of water in Africa. They've even been known to go swimming in the ocean. We're coming up on the savanna grassland system of the reserve. This is where we should see the greatest concentration of animals. On our way there, I want to show you a baobab or upside down tree. I've got a really nice looking one coming up on the right, and you'll see more of these trees scattered throughout the savanna. Baobab trees do remain leafless for about 9 months out of the year. And during the rainy season, not only do they grow leaves, but they also produce a citrus-tasting fruit that the locals will use to make something similar to lemonade. I'm already starting to see some movement on the savanna below. I should be able to get you a pretty good view of just about everybody out here. Maasai giraffe coming up on our right. One of 9 different types of giraffe found in Africa. The Maasai are known for their reddish-brown color and lacy look to their patch pattern. We're going to get closer though, hang on. I also see my favorite animals up ahead. Big brown cattle, great big giant horns, known as Ankoli cattle. They also go by the name Watusi, which is the name of the tribe that first domesticated them over 5,000 years ago. We're going to get closer to them as well. Over to the left, you're going to see a cave. Sleeping in the cave are brown, black, and white calico-looking dogs called painted dogs, also known as the African wild dog and the African hunting dog. One of the most successful hunters on the planet. Teamwork is the key to their success. In the dog family, painted dogs are related to foxes. Sadly, they're endangered. There's less than 5,000 of them left in Africa. And no, they are not hyenas. Hyenas are not related to dogs. Hyenas are bigger, different color brown, and have a different head and body shape. Still a really cool animal, but we do not have hyena in the reserve.
And I think painted
To the far left, laying in the grass, we've got beautiful dark brown and white antelope called sable antelope, named for that sable brown color. Those are the girls. The boys get bigger and darker as they age. Now we're going to want to keep a really sharp lookout with the giraffe herd, because there is a 2-month-old baby boy in the herd. You will know him when you see him. There he is, because he's a lot smaller than all the other giraffes. Look at him, isn't he cute? He's still taller than any one of us on the chart. Baby giraffe, when they're born, stand roughly 6 feet tall and weigh between 100 and 150 pounds. At 2 months old, he'd already be bigger than that. When Mama Giraffe gave birth, she did not lay down. He drops from an approximate 5-foot height. Thankfully, baby giraffe are really tough, and by the time they're about an hour old, they are up and following mom around. They're also nursing as well. Isn't he adorable? He's a cutie patootie. Giraffe are the tallest land animals. They can be up to 20 feet tall, and they have the same number of bones in their neck that you and I have in our necks. Theirs, of course, are bigger. That's 7 cervical vertebrae, by the way. I believe this is Dad coming up on our right. He's the biggest giraffe we have in the reserve. Uh-oh, we're about to be in a giraffe jam. And little man, what are you doing? I mean, that's fine. That's technically not your mom that you're following there. That'd be one of your aunties. You gonna stay there? So I'm gonna go really, oh, you make me nervous. Stop making me nervous, dude. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait because he's on the move.
You go or we go?
I'm gonna hold because I think he's gonna want to keep following that one. So we're gonna wait a moment.
Reserve warden from Safari 9. Was holding for baby giraffe crossing the road to catch up with the adults, but now he's out of the road, so I'm not gonna move. I know it's too much, isn't it? Too much. The zebras are Hartman's mountain zebras, one of 3 different kinds of zebras found in Africa. As their name implies, Hartman's mountain zebras are typically found in the hillier parts of the reserve. They are members of the equine family. That means they're related to animals like horses and donkeys. There's the Ankoli cattle to our left. Those great big horns do for them what a radiator does for a car. The horns help to cool their blood down on hot days so that they don't overheat. The horns are not as heavy as they look, though. They're mostly hollow inside. Dude, your high knees in the road. It's still in the road. There you go. Gray animals on both sides of us are wildebeest. Wildebeest are part of one of the largest animal migrations left on Earth. When wildebeest migrate across the Serengeti, their herds can number 1.5 million wildebeest. They kick up so much dust during that migration that their dust trails can be seen from miles away. We're going to start making our way over towards elephant country. I do know of a couple of watering holes the elephants like to hang out near. We're going to take a drive by both of them, see if we can find just some elephants this afternoon. Another giraffe to the left. That's actually Dad. He likes to nibble on those palm trees. He's a big boy.
more wildebeest over to the right. Over to the left, you're going to see a big brown monkey called a mandrill. Mandrills are Africa's largest monkey. Big males like him are going to weigh about 100 pounds. Mandrills are omnivores. That means they'll eat anything. Plants, bugs, small animals if they can catch them. It is the monkey that Rafiki from The Lion King was based on. He's looking for snacks. Ooh, female elephants to the right. Part of a herd I've been tracking in the area. Herds of elephants are typically made up of females and their youngsters, and for the most part all the females in a herd will be related to each other because mothers and daughters often spend their whole lifetime together. The boys, on the other hand, get kicked out of the herd when they hit their late teens for getting too pushy. Boys will then either live on their own or hang out with a bunch of other boys. Now these girls are about average size for girls. They weigh between 6,000 and 8,000 pounds. Males are almost twice that size, weighing between 11,000 and 13,000 pounds. Now I'm hoping if these two are here, we're going to see more of the herd up ahead. Researchers are studying elephants and how they communicate with one another in an effort to better understand exactly what elephants need to survive. Turns out a lot of what elephants say to each other we cannot hear. It's infrasonic or below the human level of hearing. Those infrasonic sounds can travel pretty far, and one elephant can be talking to another elephant up to 5 miles away. The really cool part is not only do elephants listen for those sounds with their ears, but they can also pick up the vibration of the sound through the ground with their feet. So elephants listen with their ears and their feet. There is a very simple thing you can do at home, no matter where you live in the world, that will help animals in Africa. If you buy a new cell phone, tablet, or laptop, make sure you recycle your old one. There's a mineral that they mine in Africa. It's called coltan, and it's used in the manufacturing of electronic devices. The more of those devices we can recycle, that much less coltan will need to be mined in Africa, and then lands like those could be set aside for the animals. More of the elephant herd coming up on our left. See, we got a couple of sisters here. The slightly smaller one on the left is an adolescent female. She's about 8 years old. She's the equivalent to our kids in grade school. That's her big sister she's hanging out with, and then mom's closer to the baobab tree. Big sister is a young adult. She's in her late teens now. But she's still got a little growing to do. With African elephants, both the boys and the girls will grow tusks. With Asian elephants, just the boys.
Flamingos.
Coming up on our left, you're going to see greater flamingo. Greater flamingo are the largest but lightest pink of all flamingo species. Flamingos, of course, get their coloration from the brine shrimp that they eat. It's the keratin in the shrimp that turns their feathers pink. Coming around the corner, I've got another elephant off in the distance there. It's another adult female. But if you look closely, she's got a baby with her. Baby is a little girl. She's about 1.5 years old. When she was first born, she weighed just over 200 pounds. She's now between 500 and 800 pounds. She won't be fully grown till she's a teenager, and mom was pregnant for just shy of 2 years. That's the longest gestation of any animal on Earth. Even the biggest animal on Earth is not pregnant for that long. Blue whales are only pregnant for 18 months. White rhinoceros to the right. We're going to get another view of them up ahead. White rhinos can weigh over 5,000 pounds, run at 35 miles an hour, and they're the only social rhino. They live in herds called crashes. I love a good crash of rhinos. We'll see them again a little bit closer up. Okay, next animal I'm going to show you is going to be really tricky to see because she's laying down, so it's going to make it a little bit harder to spot her. But coming up on the spot her, you'll see why I laugh at that in a moment. Laying on the grassy hillside to our left in the sun, there's a cheetah. You see her laying there in the middle of the hill where it's sunny? Fastest land animals. Cheetahs can run at speeds of over 60 miles an hour, but only for short distances. Guinness Book of World Record clocked a cheetah at 72 miles an hour. They are one of the smaller big cats, though. They usually only weigh about 100 pounds. Any heavier than that, they wouldn't be able to run at the speeds they do.
Wild dogs will chase you down for
Got
5
another
straight
cheetah
miles.
coming up on the left. Back on the hill where it's sunny. There's going to be a hole in the trees here. You're going to see her laying back there on the hill, just in front of the bushes. They're really tricky to see. I think there's 2 of them there because their camouflage is really good. Cheetah are the only big cats that do not have retractable claws. When you look at a cheetah paw, it's a lot like looking at a dog's paw, and that aids in traction when they're running at high speed. Now, it looks like we made it to the Kopi. Kopi's going to be this big rocky outcropping coming up on our left. You'll see these scattered throughout the savanna. Lots of different animals like to hang out near Kopis. They like to hop up on the rocks and use them as a lookout post. Let's see if there's anybody in the area right now. You see the white rhinoceros again to the right, but I'm going to get you a better view around the corner. We'll get a better view around the corner. Hang on.
Fucking emu. Sorry. Giant bird.
Warthogs coming up on our left. Warthogs are Africa's largest burrowing mammals. They use their nose and tusks to root up the dirt, dig nice big burrows that they'll sleep in during the night. Like most members of the pig family, warthogs are really smart animals. Pumbaa was the only one that got what stars were right. Big balls of gas in the sky. Pumbaa was right. Got the white rhinoceros again to our right. Not named for the color of their skin, though. It's a mistranslation. I'll explain in a moment. We've also got ostrich to the right. Largest bird in the world, but they cannot fly. They can run at 40 miles an hour, though. Those are girl ostriches. Girls have gray feathers. Boys have black feathers. Now, white rhinos get their name from the Afrikaans word "weit," meaning wide, refers to their wide grazing mouth. It was accidentally translated to white, and the name stuck. Those ostrich have some eggs coming up on the right that I want to point out to you. You're going to see their nest down on the ground to the right, a little ways back from the road. Largest egg made by a living bird takes about 18 to 24 chicken eggs to be the same size as one ostrich egg. They also take about twice as long to hatch. Chicken eggs will hatch in 21 to 28 days. It can take more than 45 days for an ostrich egg to hatch. Super cute when they're babies, though. Look up baby ostrich on the internet. They're adorable. sportants camp on our left, you're going to see Nigerian dwarf goats. These are going to be fully grown. They're not going to get any bigger than this. And they're a dairy goat. For their small body size, they can produce quite a bit of milk. Some farmers in Africa are switching from larger livestock like cattle, which can be expensive to maintain, to smaller livestock like goats. Goats don't eat as much room, they're pretty hardy, and they'll eat just about any kind of vegetation. Any milk the farmer's family does not consume can be sold at market. It's another way the family can make money. This does end our safari. I hope you guys see some of the animals that you really wanted to see. If not, I do invite you to come back and join us again sometime. Different animals do tend to be active at different times of the day, and no two safaris are ever the same. I'm going to drop you off at the nearest sportants post. From there, it's just a short walk back to the village of Harambe. I'll also be dropping you off near the entrance to the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Take a stroll through the forest and you could see western lowland gorillas, hippos from under the water, meerkats,
I know.
zebras, and one of my favorite animals down on the trail, the naked mole rats.
We're doing the Gorilla Falls walking thing. Just FYI, I forgot to take a video of that. Do we take? Okay. There's a skull.
I know, I was checking.
Giraffe skull.
Yeah, I saw.
And then that was a cap.
This is what I was talking about, how gnarly they are.
The thing.
Remember how they wrap necks,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
bash heads together
Yeah.
to establish dominance?
Just eating grass.
When you see the hippos and meerkats.
Yes. The research center at say. Yeah.
Okay.
I realized.
It's a fucking giant gorilla movie skull.
Yeah, gorilla. I'm like,
Anything you want to look at over here?
spiders. Is it spiders? Is that what it is? I'm not looking at it. Editing Pepper will have to look at it.
Using my babies.
Spiny mouse. African spiny mouse. Yeah.
Is it they're naked and regular size?
They're in the first one right there. All huddled together in there. Oh, those are the naked.
Our planes eventually get to the age where they get in this one.
Male.
It's definitely in
Yeah,
this.
that,
Well,
so,
no shit.
Sometimes when we were
What are they?
now all the females that are in the colony have to battle with each other to see who's going to be next.
Pancake toad.
Yeah, so that could be also it.
That is a Kenyan sand boa.
Oh, that's
So, yeah. Sticking out
Now
of
you're like, oh, no, so that
African
everybody
bullfrog.
I don't even see it.
African bullfrog somewhere.
that affects all
Here it is. One, the other one's in there. Emperor scorpion.
I love them. The black emperor scorpions are sick.
Yeah.
I wanted one so bad when I was younger.
Why the fuck would you want this emperor
My
scorpion?
queen has little scorpion ones.
It's in there and it's a little tiny
I
hole
know,
down
I
there.
know, I can see them. Dead as day.
Yo.
It's like a tan. You know? Am I wrong?
Mongolian python. There's supposed to be an Mongolian python next. God knows where. Oh, there it is. It's behind the
These kids just keep staring at
It's
me.
right under there back
Oh, okay. It's lined up with the
There.
log in the back.
there. Yeah, it's right there.
No, I was seeing if it came out on this side at all.
No, you
He's
can
up on the back wall.
coil there. More things that I don't like because I don't like bugs. Me no good bugs.
That one.
The emperor scorpion. Yeah. That's a hippo skull. And then you can go.
So cool.
He's literally walking on the bottom.
Yeah, they don't swim at all.
Yeah, they just walk. They're denser than water.
They sleep most of the day and then they pop up every 8 minutes to take a breath.
Maybe. Or he just needed some water because his mouth is dry.
Lion. Mandrill.
So in South Africa,
Lion, mandrill, meerkat.
South Africa, they have gates to the bottoms of their staircases because these will come in your house and eat your babies.
Huh.
I think he ain't too nice anymore now, is he? Timon.
Meerkat.
That's why I said Timon.
Yes, it's a meerkat. Human and a gorilla.
Two of the three still.
Very obvious. She's like gone. That this gorilla is like. James, I won't take you to the Feathered Friends of Flight.
Oh my god.
It's a bird. It's a bird show.
I know it is.
You do?
You know how I know? One of the most disgusting pictures I...
Yeah.
Stop. Are you kidding me?
I'm just kidding. I love you.
And I'm the one that's gonna...
That's gonna say what? Say weird shit? Do I what? No. No, I'd feel like Food and Beauty. Sorry, buddy.
I feel like tough. Look it up on phone.
Huh? Alright, let's go.
That's boring trail.
I wanted to take a video. Don't you love it, James?
One thing I did learn in 4th grade is how to give a bunch of keyboard portion to disagree.
Good for you. There's a lot of things to look at. You're good. No one's saying you can't. You can let them go ahead if you want to keep looking. I appreciate it. Huh? It's just a baby one.
Like the dragons on my dress.